GJ! Welcome back to the channel. Guys, this is absolutely crazy. A number of announcements for G.I. Joe Classified have been unveiled today, just in time for San Diego Comic-Con 2023. But the most exciting of which I think I wanted to cover first as this. This is absolutely exciting news and has been much anticipated, especially by those in the Toy Tuber community. We were expecting this on Friday, actually, but they said they decided to wait until after the weekend to drop a bombshell on us, guys. This is absolutely crazy. Guys, if you enjoyed this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week and hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. Well, guys, without further ado, let's take a deep dive into this and see exactly what was unveiled for the Haslab G.I. Joe Classified Series project. This one's going to be a great one, guys. Let's have a look. Well, guys, as predicted, we knew that this was going to be coming sooner or later. I expected this last Friday, that they would actually put out something, at least a tease or some, idea as to what could be the very final tier for the Haslab project. But they didn't do that on Friday for whatever reason. And now that we're down to, I think it's around 7 days left to go, they've finally sent out an email saying, "Yo, Joe, stay the course, soldiers." So here we go, guys. This is the much anticipated, much expected reveal of the final tier for the Haslab G.I. Joe Dragonfly Classified Series project. Some people were expecting this, some people were hoping for General Hawk, but it ended up being, it is Crazylegs, everybody. Yes, David Crazylegs Thomas, the Assault Trooper, will be unlocked at 19,000 orders, everybody. This is crazy. Let's take a deeper dive into this, guys, because this is something to be examined for sure. Here we are with Crazylegs, and honestly, I think a lot of people were already expecting this character in some form or another. People were just bouncing around so many different ideas. They were thinking Colonel Hawk, General Hawk. Some people were saying Lifeline. Some people were saying Doc. Some people were saying Lift Ticket. But none of those really matched the kind of style and theme that's happening with the Dragonfly. I mean, in terms of rescue vehicles, that's what you would expect with Lift Ticket and Lifeline, being that they are a helicopter rescue type of scenario. But this being an assault copter, it really did not fit in well with that. Ripcord was kind of like, wow, he's a stratosphere jumper. How the heck? Why is he in a helicopter? But I think David Crazylegs Thomas, he was definitely one of those that definitely is giving you the same thematic idea for a Haslab project. And he looks great here. It's interesting to note that he's not actually in a CG rendered form. After all, both Ripcord from the Night Force series and Glenda had CG renders ready to go. So this really does beg the question, what happened with Crazylegs? I'm actually of the opinion that this is another last-minute pivot by Haslab and the G.I. Joe team, because it seems very strange that these two already had renders ready to go, and this one is just an illustration. It's almost as if they were polling people online to figure out what type of release that people wanted, and perhaps their choice at the time, similar to the way Glenda did not hit the mark, they feared that their final choice probably wasn't going to do the same. And you know what? I think that a lot of people were very concerned that it would have been another case of an army builder, which would not have satisfied everybody at this stage. After all, some of the promotional pictures that have been recently released actually show a Steel Corps soldier as the main co-pilot of the Dragonfly. And this led to a lot of speculation, especially considering the original silhouetted version of the final stretch goal seemed to imply that it was some sort of army builder in that style. Now with the revealing of Crazylegs, that can all be put to rest. We can see here that Crazylegs is set to come with a replaceable helmet, a baseball cap, a backpack, a sidearm, and what appears to be a small automatic weapon, as well as a full jumpsuit with parachute straps, probably very similar to Ripcord's overall gear, or perhaps even something closer to what Glenda is wearing. Crazylegs is, of course, a fan favorite among G.I. Joe collectors, and he unlocks at 19,000 orders, following in suit with Ripcord as well as Glenda. And it seems to have already had an immediate effect. A few hours ago, I checked the Haslab project, and they were at just over 15,123 backers, which is actually quite a bit higher than yesterday's 14,807. So there has been some movement over the weekend. But as of the announcement email and subsequent announcements on all of Hasbro Pulse's social media, we can already see right now that the number has already jumped to 15,223, and hitting refresh, it's gone up again at 15,235. This is the most significant jumps in units sold for quite some time, as it has stalled ever since Glenda was announced as the second unlockable tier. Guys, this is an amazing opportunity to be able to get the G.I. Joe Haslab Dragonfly they developed, and if it looks anything close to what they're displaying here, this is going to be an amazing piece to be adding to collection. I can't wait to get Wild Bill, Ripcord, Glenda, and I'm almost certain we're probably going to reach Crazylegs just before the end of the campaign at 19,000 backers. Guys, if you haven't already, definitely back this project right now so we can help reach that 19,000 goal and unlock every single one of these amazing tiers. With the inclusion of all of these wonderful figures, I think we finally have the Haslab G.I. Joe project for 2023, provided that we all jump in on this right now. We have 7 days, 5 hours, and 41 minutes to go, guys. Let's make this a good one. Guys, I gotta tell you, I was expecting this on Friday, but they decided to wait after the weekend, and it was fine. I mean, like, you know, things happen the way they happen. I guess they were hoping that over the weekend, more backers would have jumped on the final week of pledges, but as it turns out, they waited until Monday, and I think that it's still gonna be fine. I mean, adding Crazylegs to the equation really has shaken things up. As a matter of fact, people are jumping on board right now. I mean, I checked it about an hour ago, and within that time frame after the announcement was made, at least 100 and few people actually jumped on board immediately. So this is having an immediate effect on the backers for the project, so I'm really excited to see where this goes. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts about adding Crazylegs to this Haslab project? After all, a lot of people were hoping for General Hawk, Colonel Hawk, just any sort of hawk, I guess. But you know what? It's really funny how these things happen. But it's really great to see that this project has exactly what people want, at least on the final tier. I mean, Glenda was a very interesting addition, bar none. But she was such a deep cut, I think nobody even expected it. And half the people just didn't understand who she was. Also, are you as perplexed as I am that Crazylegs doesn't have a CG render? I mean, that really kind of threw me for a loop. I was expecting to see a fully rendered Crazylegs, but instead we got a illustration. Kind of makes you wonder if they actually had a different figure in mind when they were actually putting this whole thing together, and did an interesting pivot after seeing everyone's guesses and, you know, favorites coming down the line in terms of what they wanted to see. Guys, let me know those comments in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please leave me a like. It really does help me out. And if you're in the position to help out the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon page. It's MegaJRetro on Patreon. Guys, the patrons of this channel help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I couldn't do it without them. They are the best. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. It really means the world to me. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Yo, Joe, everybody. Yo, Joe. Good journey. Geek proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. Thank you so much, everybody. It's thanks to your support that this channel continues to grow, and I really could not have done this without you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It really means a lot and really helps the channel to keep growing.